This is you, Zug. You wake up. It is 30,000 years ago. You are the richest person alive. Not rich like nice car rich. Rich like nobody on Earth has more than you. Not one person. Zero competition. You are the Elon Musk of the Ice Age. Except your portfolio cannot crash. And nobody can hack your assets because your assets are made of mammoth bone. Let's get into it. You open your eyes. The first thing you see is your wall. Your wall has paintings on it. Mammoths, reindeer, a hunt scene from 3 winters ago where you absolutely cooked. You painted that yourself. This is not decoration. This is a flex. This is your trophy room. The ceiling is rock. The floor is mammoth fur. The fire from last night is still going because someone in your band keeps it alive overnight. That is literally their job. You have staff. Your alarm clock is a bird outside screeching at sunrise. You cannot snooze it. There is no snooze. No property tax, no mortgage. You just live here because you are powerful enough that nobody tells you to leave. Bezos has a yacht. You have a whole value of a cave in it. Maintenance cost, 0. Occasional saber-tooth visit, priceless. You stretch. You look around at your empire. Today is going to be a good day. Time to get dressed. And this is where the gap between you and everyone else becomes very visible. Your outfit has 13,000 mammoth ivory beads sewn into it. We know this is real because archaeologists found the guy buried in exactly this at Sungia, Russia. Each bead took hours to carve by hand. So your full fit represents somewhere around 10,000 hours of skilled labor. That is not a jacket. That is a walking hedge fund. Gucci takes a few hours to make a bag. Your cloak took years of collective human effort. You had the fox-tooth necklace. Limited edition. Burial-grade exclusivity. Only the top tier gets buried wearing these. You are wearing yours alive. That is the difference between you and everyone else. Then the ochre. Red ochre body paint applied to the face and arms. This is your skincare routine. Your morning glow-up. Completely unhinged by modern standards. Completely normal here. Kim K spent millions building a beauty brand. You figured this out 30,000 years ago with a rock and some red powder. Ahead of your time. Literally. You walk out of the cave. The beads jingle. People notice. That is the point. You're hungry. Time to eat like the top 0.001% of all humans currently alive on Earth. Someone brings you the prime cuts from last night's reindeer kill. Not the regular meat, the best meat. The tenderloin, the ribs, the organs, liver, kidney, heart, packed with nutrients that the rest of the band gets much less of. This is how status works here. The best hunter who organized the kill gets first access. You organize the kill. Then the marrow bones. You crack them open over the fire. The marrow inside is rich, fatty, calorie-dense. This is the caviar of 28,000 BC. Nobody is eating this casually. This is a privilege meal. Avocado toast? That does not exist yet. But mammoth marrow on a fire-roasted bone? That is the original keto superfood. Someone also brings berries. Fresh ones. Hand-gathered from the best patch nearby. You did not gather them. Someone gathered them for you. Peasants foraged their own berries. You have a person for that. You eat slowly. There's no rush. The machine, your band, your territory, your influence, runs while you eat. This is what wealth actually feels like. Not a number, time. Unbothered time. After brunch, you walk the territory. You climb to the high point, the ridge above camp where you can see everything. The valley below, the river, the tree line where the reindeer move through every morning, the flint deposit 2 miles east that produces the sharpest tools in the region. This is your portfolio. All of it. 500 square miles of prime hunting ground. 0 property tax. The only squatters are hyenas and they know better than to push it. Your real estate makes Zillow look like a garage sale. No listing price because there is no currency. Just control. Territory rights enforced by reputation, skill, and the fact that your band is larger and better armed than anyone nearby. Allied bands sometimes camp on the edge of your territory during migration season. They do not just show up, they bring gifts. Shells from hundreds of miles away, better flint, cured hides. You allow the camp. They pay in prestige goods. That is passive income, prehistoric edition. You point across the valley. You know every inch of it, where the game runs, where the water is clean, where the best shelter is when the temperature drops. This knowledge is also an asset. You cannot store it in a vault. It lives in your head, and that makes you irreplaceable. Back at camp, business to handle. Your band is about 40 people, mostly family, extended family, cousins, uncles, younger hunters who came up under your leadership. This is your company, except nobody signed a contract. They stay because you are worth staying near. You assign the hunt roles for tomorrow. 3 fast runners on the left flank, 2 with atlaws, spear throwers on the ridge for distant shots, the younger guys on containment. You do not guess at this. You have run this operation for years. You know who is fast. You know who panics. You know who actually listens. HR department? It is just your aunt yelling at the lazy hunters. Family business, very efficient, 0 corporate overhead. Compensation package, shared mammoth. Everybody eats when the hunt succeeds. The better you lead, the bigger the kill, the more everyone benefits. Best 401k ever, 401 kills and counting. Someone brings a dispute to you. 2 younger band members arguing over a tool. You listen, you decide, it is done. No lawyers, no appeal process, no 3-week HR review. You ruled. The machine moves on. Leadership here is not a title. It is a daily performance review conducted by 40 people who will simply walk away if you stop being useful. You have never stopped being useful. That is why they are still here. Someone always wants the throne. You turn around and there he is. Crag, maybe 22, built like a rock. Good hunter. 3 successful kills this season. He has been doing the math on whether he still needs you. He is standing in the middle of camp, arms crossed, speaking loud enough for everyone to hear. He is not talking to you, he is performing for the audience. He wants witnesses. This happens in every organization ever built. Startups, corporations, ancient Rome, a 30,000-year-old camp on the Russian steppe. The script never changes. He says you took the best cuts again. He says his kill last night was bigger than yours. Every word is technically accurate. That is what makes it dangerous. You do not move. You let him finish. Reacting fast means the words landed. You are not letting them land. You look at the band, not at him. The band is the jury. This was never between you and him. You walk to the meat cache, pull out a large portion, hand it to him in front of everyone. You say, "Good hunters eat well." Then you say, "Good hunters also remember who planned the route." He takes the meat, sits down. Done. No HR report, no tribunal, no 5-part email thread. 4 minutes, over. You make a mental note. Give him front position on tomorrow's hunt. High visibility, high reward. This is not generosity. This is infrastructure maintenance. Mid-afternoon. A visitor arrives from another band. They traveled 4 days to reach you. They bring shells. Actual ocean shells from a coast that is nearly 400 miles from here. You have never seen that coast. You probably never will. But the shells are here, in your camp, because your reputation reaches further than your feet do. This is your trade network, your Silk Road, version 1.0. Sweaty delivery, no tracking number, 2 moon shipping on all prestige goods. You examine the shells. You offer 3 carved ivory beads in return. Each bead represents hours of work. The exchange is not about equal labor value. It is about what each item signals in each community. Their shells say, "We have long-distance connections." Your ivory says, "We have skilled craftspeople and surplus resources." Wall Street trades on information asymmetry. So do you. You just do it with fox teeth instead of Bloomberg terminals. The deal is done with eye contact and a nod. No contract, no notary. Reputation is the contract. Yours is solid. Nobody cheats the person who controls the best hunting grounds in the region. You now own shells from the ocean. You have never seen the ocean. This is what a global portfolio looks like in 28,000 BC. Would you survive as a Stone Age millionaire? Drop it in the comments. And if you want more unhinged historical POVs, you know what to do.